What's up, guys? Sorry for the shaky camera. Let's do a YouTube video on how to make a zombie mask. So first off, take one of these, get them at Walmart, Michael's. I think it's better to get them at Walmart because they're cheaper, even though they're a little bit better at Michael's. Doesn't really matter for what we're doing, so it's just a template anyways. So you take one of those foam heads, you put aluminum foil over it, put some duct tape and whatever. That's so I can actually use it again. And obviously, you know, I don't want to like carve that out, so I need it to be able to come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this zombie mask with Loctite foam. This is about $7 at Walmart or Home Depot. And what you do is you spray this on there, okay? And I'll show you what I'm doing. And then you wait 4 or 5 minutes. You spray it with water, just regular water. And after that, you can actually mold it. And it's about the best thing for making like DIY like masks and stuff, because it's super cheap. It's paintable, it's moldable, and even if you it starts to harden after you spray it on, you can actually use a heat gun to actually soften it back up and mold it again. So it's just the coolest stuff ever. In fact, I would say if you make DIY foam stuff, this is your best friend, Loctite foam. So here, let's do this. Yes, I'm wearing my grubbies because I don't want to get some of my good clothes, and it's super late, so I really don't want to get dressed up just to go to bed. So let's start out here. False alarm. I feel like Bill Pullman from Independence Day when he shoots that first missile at the alien ship. I want another shot at it. Here we go. Gosh, this screws of this can up. I'm going to be pissed. There we go. So you just go around, you know, create a little line, and then just keep going down. And like I said, all you do is spray this with water after with just a regular water bottle you can get from Dollar Tree or any other dollar store. And for essentially some pretty cheap supplies, you can make a pretty killer mask. I'm going to make a zombie on this one, but you can pretty much make anything with this kind of foam. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just got to get everything covered. And if I need to, I'll use another can. But I think that for what I'm doing, it's actually going to be pretty good. Just cover everything by going over one line after the next and keeping it somewhat tight. Not even finished yet, the can, so you can see how much you can actually do on it. And this is all the way around. I just got to fill up the back here, which it will be totally fine. And then I've literally got more to spare, so I'm going to do that in the front because I want to get as much detail as possible in the front. But it's just incredible stuff. I mean, for literally like $20, you can make the best mask that you could ever even find at like a Halloween store. Not that I don't shop at Halloween stores, I do that too, but I kind of like making my own stuff. And if you're watching this, you do too. So just a helpful tip. Honestly, the best foam stuff ever created on planet Earth almost, besides the foam that they put under docks, which is great for sculpting and making large scale or full-scale sculptures. This, other than that stuff, this is the best foam ever, and it's moldable. So I think in some ways it's even better than that big blue or black block stuff because you can get a little bit more fine-tuned with it. So, see, as you can see, I'm still going. I mean, just one can, and this thing is completely covered. So I'll have more than enough to make a zombie mask. Man, it just keeps going. When Loctite pays for advertising, I'll put a link in my videos to try to get you guys a discount, but they haven't answered yet. So, but their stuff's worth buying anyways. See, still going. So even if you have a big giant jug head like me, you should have more than enough to make a mask that, you know, goes all the way neck down. Maybe a little bit less, but you'll see later what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're about running out. But it's a gigantic head, so still going, actually. Holy hell. Still going. The cool thing about it too is it's super lightweight, so it's not going to weigh on your head when you put the mask on after it's finished. And just, it's got some really cool texture too to it that you'll see here in a minute. Dude, it's still not running out. Still not. $7 at this point. And the heads are, like at Walmart, I think they're about like $5. And Michael's are about $7, or like other arts and crafts stores. So, I mean, I've never seen the Loctite foam at the craft stores, so might as well just go by Walmart, because you're going to get the styrofoam head for cheaper. You're going to get probably, well, I mean, your other supplies too, right? Your aluminum foil, just, I would just go to Walmart. Not knocking any arts and crafts store, but should probably just go to Walmart. Everything's going to be cheaper. Plus they're going to have the acrylic paint there. You know, while you pick everything else up, which is what you're going to paint it with. And like I said, maybe $20 for a killer mask. So I made a Jason mask with this, Jason Voorhees mask, that I have on another video. But yeah, that's pretty much, that's it. I mean, I could actually keep going. Maybe I should, but I kind of want to start spraying this down. So, maybe I'll put that over here. I got this little skull, haven't done anything with. So maybe I'll just let the foam kind of drip on that, and maybe I'll make something with that after, since it's still coming out. Anyways, here, let's spray it. Been on here long enough that we can actually start spraying it. Little pieces are falling off, but you'll put that back on after. Just sprayed my freaking TV remote, so we don't want that going on. But as you can see, it's really goopy. But the cool thing is, once you spray the water on, you can literally just mold it with your hands. I always wear gloves for the most part until it's a little bit harder. But you can actually mold it with your hands. I'm not a doctor though, so you know, if there is some other like stuff, I don't know, that could happen to you. I don't see what, but you know, maybe you should just wear gloves. But anyways, pretty goopy right now, so I do need to let it sit. So, and this is not going to come off right here until after. So I'm just going to chill on that one. I'm going to push pause and wait 5 minutes. And we're back. So, some of the stuff is starting to fall off, which is fine. We just got to get it back on. So, I'm going to start molding it. See? Even though the front fell off, still slide that on. There's plenty of goop and foam to spread it around the head again. So, and it's going to start, or it's going to stop sticking to your hands. So it's pretty sticky at first, but the more that water sets in, see, now it's like actually starting to, and here we go. I'm going to stick that piece that fell off. I kind of rolled it up into a ball that fell out the front, and if you can see, it's actually starting to not stick to my hands. I'm going to keep the gloves on for a little while anyways though. I want shit all over my hands. So, and then I'm going to start molding the face Just gotta kind of get it pressed in there. So, okay. Now I gotta come around the front. As you can see, it's sticking pretty good to the aluminum foil. It actually works with like a pair of like socks, like women's socks, like nylon. You can put it over there, and then it's a little bit more flexible when it goes over your head. Whatever you want. I'm actually not going to wear this one. I'm just kind of showing you what you guys can do. So, okay. So see how moldable it is? Yep, I just ripped a huge fart. So, kind of missing nose there. Make a zombie mouth. And make some eye sockets. Oh shit, you can't see. My bad. So I'm just making some eye sockets. Kind of more of like a skeletal type zombie mask. And goop. Oh shit, I keep covering up camera. Sorry. So, as you can see, it's molding up pretty good. So, we'll get the teeth in there to make a lot more sense. But it's kind of got like a goopy look to it already, so it's really good for like, you know, making flesh. You know, if you're doing monsters or whatnot. Kind of make the eye holes. So, it's starting to harden. Right now, let me get the back of it. A piece fell here, so I'll put that back on the top. Okay, I'm going to start making bigger eye holes. It's a little bit more skeletal. Like I said, extremely moldable. And as you can see, it's not even sticking to my gloves anymore. Except for that. Never mind, shit. Was sticking the other top one, but whatever. You get the point. See? Turned out to be a pretty good zombie. Pretty good basis for that. So I'm going to let this dry because I'm going to have to wait a minute before I can start painting it. But look, as you can see, turned out pretty good so far. It looks like a rotten skeleton already, so that's what we're going for. Alright, I'm going to push pause. Actually, let me get back a little bit there. A little bit more curvature to the back. You can see like the little fleshy look, almost Freddy Krueger look to everything so far. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let it dry and come back when it's fully dried and we'll start painting this sucker. Okay, came over to turn the camera on, the damn thing knocked it to the ground. So, there we go. So now I'm going to glue. It's actually dried pretty good. Oh shit, it's crooked as shit, huh? Okay. There we go. Okay, so it's actually dried pretty fast. Maybe like 10 minutes. So now I'm going to take glue sticks and I'm going to cut, this is just a pair of clippers, the glue sticks into pieces. I'm going to glue those on as teeth. Here, so check this out. Takes a second to hold it. It'll get easier, you know, as you put more in. You're just gonna have to hold it in place. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for like a clenched jaw in this one. So keep that there. And get a couple of glue sticks, ironically, to just use on the regular glue. Like I said, it's a pretty simple mask. Doesn't take a huge skill set to do this kind of thing. And Loctite kind of does everything for you. You know, it's all mushy and nasty. Depending on what kind of mask you're making, I'll be making a lot of these. I thought I'd go with zombie first since I actually am a comic book writer and artist, and my main thing is zombies. So I thought, you know what, why don't I start off with that, and then I'll show you guys some other videos later on how to make all kinds of monsters. So kind of want like a real nasty looking zombie here. So you can't see because of the lighting. You will when I paint it. So I'm just pretty much putting those in. Let's see. I got quite a few of those. I only cut up 4 glue sticks. So you can cut up more, obviously, depending on how big the smile you want to be in. Maybe I should go kind of crazy with the teeth. But let's see first. Let's see how it turns out. I might put some more teeth. Why does every video like this turn into like a Bob Ross, like instructional video? I don't know. But and this is just fairly simple, and they'll stay in there good because, you know, it's just silicone, and it's pretty light for the most part. You know, if the whole thing was like covered in it, it wouldn't be light, but it's fairly light for what we're doing. You can put them in random places. So, what the hell? Oh, there, sorry, put the shit, I'm knocking the camera. Come on. Hee 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 hee. Real freaking funny. So yeah, just 4 glue sticks I cut up. Maybe I'll cut up some more and make more teeth, but see, and I'm almost even able just to make teeth with just the glue now, because there's enough in place that it's just kind of forming little shapes in and of itself. But I kind of want this to be goopy and drooling, and maybe I'll do some blood. I don't know. It might just be goop that I put, like some green slime stuff. Let's see. Maybe that's like a piece of flesh right here. Maybe that'll be a tooth. I don't know yet. Maybe get somewhat of a crazy, creepy smile on there. Let's see how it turns out. I don't really plan to make something look exact like this. I just kind of want to go with the flow, kind of a basic idea of what I'm going to put down, but just kind of see how it turns out. It's kind of the fun of it, doing it with doing a mask with a zombie, because you know there's not really a specific look. You can almost do anything that you want. So, how's that looking on your side? Like you said, you can't really see with the lighting the teeth, but just give it a minute. In fact, you know what? I think I am going to cut up a couple more glue sticks, just in case. But of course, I won't be able to find one while I'm on camera, because that would be too easy, and we don't want to make it too easy or the video to be too great, right? Damn it. So, here. Like I said, just chopping it up. You can make any length that you want. Obviously, if you make shorter teeth, you'll get more teeth out of it, but I do kind of want a jagged look to this whole thing. So, maybe we'll make it kind of look like a smile a little bit. It all comes together, stays there pretty good. I'm going to start getting some drips coming down. Let's see, I'm going to switch sides. Hopefully that freaking camera isn't bouncing around too much. Sorry, guys. Putting the teeth in there. Yeah, he's got some nasty old teeth. Let's get another one. Let's see, I got one little tiny one. Where should I put it? Or should I even, you know what? Screw it. Let's not even put another one. Let's start getting the goo coming off the chin. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do blood or some kind of entrails, or maybe I'll just do like he's some kind of mutated zombie. So it's just like slime coming down. But I'm going to go over kind of the outside with this to make it a little bit more nasty and make sure that the glue sticks are in there good. Once I start painting it, you'll see how it starts popping pretty good. So it's late at night. I don't really want to go outside and spray paint this. So what I would usually do for the teeth, like this stuff will paint really good, especially even with spray paint. What I'd usually do is go out and spray paint it with like the 2-in-1 primer. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to go outside. Plus, this is a quick build. I don't really want to be up all night. I will do other videos like that so you can see, but I'm going to mix like a Mod Podge with a color for the teeth so it will stick on there. And if I absolutely have to, I'll go out and spray paint it a little bit, but I'd rather not right now if possible. So, it's looking pretty good. Okay. So, let me pause it. Let me go get the paint. Alright, guys. So what I got is I just took a little McDonald's cup lid. I'm going to put a little Mod Podge Get a big tub of this. Buy it. I would buy it. Seriously, just freaking go to Walmart. Because it's like super expensive at the craft store. I don't know what the hell those guys are doing over there, but or who makes the decisions on prices, but just go to Walmart. It's the reason why they're popular. So, dandelion yellow. Okay. Apple barrel paint. Mix it in with this Mod Podge. Like I said, I usually go and spray paint, like with a primer paint, and then, but I don't want to go outside and spray paint. It's cold, so, and it's super late at night. Anyways, and then I got this shit. I shouldn't say that. Sorry. Waverly chalk. It's kind of like a nasty yellow. Not that they make nasty stuff. I'm just saying what I'm using it for is going to be nasty. I got that all. Here, let me get the lid on this crap. Sorry, can't really see what I'm doing. Hold on a second. Okay. See? Got all three of those. The apple barrel. Shit. I just spilled it all over. And again. I didn't want it on the table. Anyways, I'm going to mix it with the Mod Podge. All that yellow. And I'll probably put some highlights in it. So I'll use these three things separately. Or at least the two yellows separately. After I just want this to stick. So, oh shit. Damn thing's bouncing all over the place. Okay. So I'm just going to get those teeth. Is the goal, and that's why I use the Mod Podge, because it'll stick better. If you just try to paint like the silicone, like acrylic paint, it might peel off. So you just at least want a little stick, and like I say, I could put something else on it after if I need to. I can also put some epoxy on it after if I need to, and then fill in the gaps. Shit is shaking the shit out of everything, huh? So, gosh, I didn't think I just got that. Damn it. Here, let me change sides. So these teeth look nasty. Everything's bouncing the hell around. I got to get a different camera set up. But not in this video. Shit's crooked too, huh? Okay, try not to get dizzy. Because Mike's doing a video. Anyways. See, yeah, it's staying on decently. So, like I said, with the way that the lighting is, you won't be able to tell until I put some more details and stuff in. But that's good so far. Let me make sure these tops are, and I'm going to paint this like the upper lip, like above and above the lip, and the rotted lip, whatever you want to call it. It's a zombie, so. Paint that different, but so you don't have to get it perfect because you can paint over it. And this stuff paints really cool. So, as you can see, let's see. Just want to make sure I'll have to paint this yellow again. For now, just want to get that all in there. Like I said, I'll put a little bit in here too to add some color. A little bit. I got too much shit over here. I did too much paint, so might as well lay down some colors with it. I'm gonna have to change it anyways. Just get some other colors going. I don't know what the hell I need to keep talking for. You get the point at this point, but you gotta say something, right? Okay. Let's get a little color down. Happy zombies, happy zombies. Get some color down. Okay. Alright, now this cool stuff's pretty cool. This is from dollar store. So, and it's skin colored. And if you want to add different shades of skin color, you know, some different browns, different shades, you can. It's just a good basis to start with. Because it's got that nasty pink, especially like on a zombie. Because you can always make it darker if you need to. It's just got like a really kind of gross like peach color, and I'm probably going to mix it with a little white, but for now, but it just gives it like a really nasty, like almost like a brain color. So, Here, let me get in the front so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't want to move the camera. Shit, you can't see it yet. Hold on. See, it's like a nasty pink. See? And the cool thing is, I mean, it's super cheap and it comes in a pretty decent sized bottle. Now, it won't be sufficient on its own. Like, it won't. Okay? Because it's not going to stick good enough. But it's a good color to throw down. Then when I start throwing some other colors, it'll kind of mix in with those. And I actually want to go quite a bit darker, but just a good basis to start with. Not that anybody is this freaking color, because nobody is, but it's cheap stuff, and it's almost like 3 bottles of apple barrel, and you just mix it with some other acrylic paints and it works pretty good. Just kind of want to get in there. It's good for Freddy Krueger masks because he's kind of got that pizza face anyways. Here, I'll try to turn it so you can actually see what I'm doing, but this is kind of busy work at this point. Okay, let's get a bunch of it over here. You see that? See that pink color? It's not a pretty looking pink, but I'm going to always be making monster masks, so it's always going to be a good basis for throwing down some color with that. So I'm going to keep painting. I'll stay with you for a minute because it's a little bit easier if I pause it. You don't have to wait as long, and this is just busy work at this point anyways, but I'll give you a couple minutes to watch me do it. Okay, just, you know, pretty much put it on any way you can think. It's not dry brushing, there's not really any technique, just get it on there. Obviously in this case, since it's a zombie, you don't want it to be even, so sloppier is better. You see how the highlights are starting to come out? It's starting to get some depth since it's not just white. And just that, right out of the bottle. Now once you add it with acrylic paint, it sticks pretty good. But for right now, I just want to get some color down, some nasty. I don't want it to be even, like I said. See how gross that looks? It's nasty, which is perfect for a zombie. So, stay tuned. I'm just going to get this all painted with this, and I'll be right back. Alright, dudes. So the whole thing is painted with this stuff, this prang. Whole thing is. So still got those yellow highlights. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually mix that prang with a different color. But I'm going to let this dry for a minute. But as you can see, it's all covered. Okay, just a little off-white. We're about to start adding some sweet details. So let me just mix this prang with a little bit of other color. I might go darker, I might go lighter, doesn't matter, I just need it to stick. And I'll be right back. After my phone starts working. Welcome back to Mike TV. Okay, so what I decided is with the prang, to mix it with a little bit of this matte chalk finish, this Waverly stuff. It is, well, they're really not trying to help you, but it looks like baby food. It doesn't have a freaking color. Sorry guys. Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe this number means anything, 15063-24B, but I'm sorry, it looks like that. So, looks like baby food. Waverly at Walmart. Anyways, I got this Craftwise chalkboard paint, so I mixed a little bit of that in there. And with that prang, or whatever the hell it's called, and you kind of got like a gray. Here, watch this. I'm liking the way it's turning out too. So, decided to go darker since it's a zombie. I'm guessing this zombie's going to have been dead for a while. So I'm trying to get these colors in there before, like, or mix this new batch of stuff while the prang is still wet that was put on the surface, so that it doesn't completely lose that kind of yellowish look, that jaundiced look, I guess. So I'm hurrying painting it right now. You can see. Mix a little bit more. It runs out quick once you start mixing it with the chalkboard paint, because that stuff dries out super fast. So, just painting the whole thing. Gonna paint the whole thing. It doesn't have to be perfectly even. In fact, I would say don't paint it evenly, because if it's something like a monster or a zombie, it's gonna look funny if it looks even. So, yeah, just mix it in there. I probably should have grabbed a bigger brush. It wouldn't take as long. But that's all you gotta do. Mix it in quick. It's still wet with the prang. Brain color, I should call it. So just getting all those mixed in, and like I said, none of it will be orderly. See? It'll get a little dead look. So I will be back. I'm going to paint this whole thing like this, and then I'll show you guys. Alright, so finish painting it. See the difference? Nasty old flesh. Now I got to paint the nose in a little bit. Right? Well, that doesn't look good. Hold on. There we go. Starting to get there, huh, guys? Let's wash that out a little bit. Don't want it too dark. Darkness on there. As you can see, it's coming along. Now, I need to get a wash. Hold on one sec. Sorry guys, actually sorry to keep you on camera. Should have did this off camera. Okay, so I got a little water. Not that you need an instructional video about water, but here. So I'm going to put a little bit of this chalk paint in there. We got to wash. Okay, so it's not super thick, but I can put it on these teeth and it will run through all the cracks, start making all the lines, the depth of it stick out is what I should say. Okay, get it in there. If it doesn't work, I'll actually get some black, but I think it's going to work just fine. So, and then take some toilet paper or paper towels or pretty much any kind of cloth. You dab it up after. And it leaves some of, I'm going to have to do it, multiple times, but at least some of the color. But the teeth are going to start sticking out. So, do it again. And I'll probably have to paint some of this again, just to even it out, but see? Now it's kind of got that nasty look. Now it's starting to look rotted. It doesn't look so goofy. This is when the the yellow teeth is coming in handy. Before that, they just kind of look goofy. So, see? Be able to add some highlights later. And you want to do this with the whole thing too, by the way, because you got to get some dark spots in there to create some depth. And I'll probably do a red wash too, so it has a little bit more of a fleshy look. And it goes in the little cracks, and then you dab it off. I didn't put any ears on this, so I might make some ears with some glue sticks. You don't have to look perfect. You can even just kind of do some hot glue around the sides, because, you know, it's rotten. So, I mean, whatever zombie you want to make. Mine's not really going to have ears. And it's not going to have ears because it's not going to have hair. And I just think the hair is what makes it stick out a ton when you're putting ears on there. But I mean, for anything else, you know, you got to pay attention to that, because you might need ears, you know. Frankenstein's got ears, Dracula's got ears. You know, most things have ears. I just lucked out that I'm doing a zombie, so I don't really have to, even though I'll put something there so that it's not just an empty space. Starting to look rotted, huh? Okay, so I'll keep doing this. The black wash, all you do is just kind of put it on there. Let it drip. Some people, you know, will squeeze a bottle of it on there and then dab it off with a towel. Whatever works for you. I'm just going to use toilet paper. It's a zombie, so it doesn't need to be too specific. But it will start looking nastier and nastier as you go along. So here, I'll even put some right here. So you can see that. See, it'll go in all the cracks. Start giving it a lot more depth and make it pop a lot more. Plus, it'll give you some cool areas where you know you can add some hot glue, because you know that the water's running and it's kind of giving you a little bit more depth of feel. So it'll kind of tell you where you can do some additions too. And by the way, like in these videos, and I might do this with this mask, because I kind of was thinking maybe of making a clown before I decided to do a zombie. But I might actually, like, you can add more cans to this. You don't just have to do one. And obviously, if you add more cans, the mask will get bigger. So I'm probably going to actually turn this into like a zombie clown after. But I want to show you guys this video first. And then you can always use that as a reference to come back to. But just the smile that kind of appeared on it is kind of started developing. I think I might want to go back and actually make a clown out of it. And with that, I want a bulbous head so it looks distorted. So, like a zombie clown. So let me do this video first though, and that way you guys can use both videos as a reference. So we'll just start with zombie, and then we'll do zombie clown after that. Dab it up, dab it up, dab it up, dab it up. I might have to put some more Mod Podge because now the silicone is starting to show through a little bit, but that's okay. See, it's looking super nasty. Super nasty now. Okay, I'll be back. I'm just gonna do the wash, if it lets me. See, turning out pretty good. I just gotta wait for it to dry. So the washing, that's one thing, is even though you dab it up, it does take a minute to dry, and I'm gonna need that because I gotta add some more stuff to the mouth, and then I'll add some highlights. So just stay tuned. Don't go to another channel. Just kidding. Do whatever you want. All right. Apple barrel red. We got one of the bigger containers, bigger than just the small one, like the medium-sized one. I need to start kind of making the thing look a little bit more fleshy. So, oh shit, that was too much. Oh well. It's apple barrel, mixing that in there. Damn it, I got too much in there. Oh well. See? Now watch this. You can't see. Hold on. Let me get a little bit more. You know, I think I'm going to dry brush this on. Hold on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Shit, you ain't going to be able to see. Hold on. Let me get more on there. Damn it. Just want the colors to pop a little bit more. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put some right here. So you can see. I don't want to move the camera because that's going to throw everything off. And when you're dry brushing, you just lightly put it on. You can wipe your brush off so it's not super wet, and then you just, okay, and whatever that motion's called, you just, okay, see, bam, see, now it's got a little bit more fleshy look. So I'm going to do that to the whole thing, so it's got a little bit more depth without rubbing the black off, and then we should be pretty close, because this is going to be a simple build. I'm going to do a little bit around the mouth to kind of touch up, but I want to kind of get everything in place first before I Mod Podge some paper mache like stuff on there. So, like I said, I'm just going to dry brush that on there. In fact, why don't I do a little bit right now so you can see it. Hold on. See, just light brushing. Don't get in the crevices. You want the depth to still be there. This is just adding a little extra highlights, making it look a little extra nasty, which adds a lot to the realism of it. Makes it look a lot better, a lot more real. Not that zombies are real, you know what I mean. Cinematic. Let's see, it makes it look more cinematic. Anyways, as you can see, it's already making it look quite a bit better. Then we'll fix the mouth and then we're done. This is just a basic build. And then, like I said, I might make a clown version of this where I'll build on it and redo it, kind of some of it, and make a clown version. So, stay tuned. I'm just going to dry brush this and I'll be back. Alright. See how it's coming along? So I brushed that on. Now I'm going to take some of this Waverly yellow paint. Just paint those nasty teeth back up. I think even some slight highlights would be good too. Just to make it pop. Just lightly put on. Make it pop just a little bit more. As you can see, it's kind of got like a nasty brown look, but it's got lots of highlights in there. I'll show you when we're done. All the highlights that went in there. Here. Just some Loctite foam. Like I said, it's a great basis for building stuff up. It's always got a nasty, fleshy look to it. Now the highlights are starting to make a big difference. It's making it look pretty nasty, as you can see. So keep you tuned, or stay tuned. The next step is going to be fixing all this mouth and maybe add some finishing touches, and then we're done. So just adding some highlights. I'm going to rip a big fart. Enjoy. I'll be right back. Gosh, this phone never stops, does it? Here. Okay, so guys, I actually want to show you this. So I'm going to fix the mouth. Like I said, give me just a second. This phone, I'm plugging my, I want to have the hot glue gun like right here. I'm going to start gluing some toilet paper in here because we need to make this mouth, the teeth are just sticking out too much, which is fine. You're never going to get it perfect first time around. Always going to have to add stuff to it. And then that's easily paintable. So yeah, just some hot glue. Dab some little pieces of toilet paper in there. Here to the glue. And we'll paint up nice, and then I'll Mod Podge, and then I'll put it all together. In fact, I think I'll put Mod Podge with the paint. Oh shit, that's hot. See, and that'll have a fleshy look too. You've already got a good basis for that. And yeah, we'll have to paint it up a little bit more, but that's okay. We need this kind of stuff on there. Sorry, this is bouncing all over the place. Another hot glue gun. I don't want to ruin that crevice right there. So, and all this will go together. Most of it you can just do with the hot glue at first, and then repaint those parts. Or paint, I mean, it's not like a repaint. And you got to do this stuff the whole time, so. Or I should say every time. So it's not uncommon to have to add some toilet paper to it, especially in a zombie's sake, to finish up the mouth and some other highlights. See, like not enough depth to the nose. So let's put this on there. And the cool thing about it is, with all this painting I've been doing, I got all these spare paints around, as you can see. See? And I can just use that to fix it up and match it up if I need to. So, this is coming together. Just right there. I don't want the whole thing. I want to go around the eyes too, so they have a little bit more depth, and I kind of want to make this look more angry. So, I'm going to kind of roll this up a little bit. I'm not a pot smoker. Not judging anybody else. So, let's call it an art doobie, huh? That's cheesy. Forget that I said that. I don't got time to edit, so. Because I want this to just be a one-shot video. Get a little angry look. And then let's take that off. And let's put that, another art doobie. Right here. Okay. Put a little bit on the back, I think would be appropriate. Shit, almost fell off the damn thing. Come on, stay on there, bastard. Come on. Don't freaking fall off while I got the camera going. Come on, you're not even heavy. Stay on there. Come on, don't go. Bastard. Usually you can make a pretty decent hole, but I don't know why that's not staying on. Like a hole underneath it, and then you put it on the pole or whatever. And this is just a piece of PVC pipe, by the way. So if you can just rig something up where you got PVC on there. Damn it. Bastard. It's just styrofoam. It always stays on, except for, of course, when I'm filming. Mikey's got bad luck. Fucking hey, man. Fuck. Fucking cans. Shit. I just burned the shit out of myself. Maybe this will be my YouTube channel, like fucking up with Mike. Actually, I think that's good. So, fucking burned the shit out of my hand. Hot glue. Okay, I gotta get some Mod Podge. And I'm gonna, shit, that's crooked as a motherfucker. Sorry, it's getting late and I'm getting tired. Okay. Can you see? Okay, let's get a little bit higher so I can see, or you can see. And let's not make it crooked, because that'll be a pain in the ass for everybody. It's still fucking crooked. Okay, so I got this yellow and red mix from this Apple Barrel Red. Acrylic paint doesn't, it just says red shit. It's just one of their generic cans, and that Waverly stuff, and some Mod Podge. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to fix it, highlight it up, but the idea is that this will stick on there because of the Mod Podge. See? It's sticking on there. Here, I'll go around the eye socket so you can see. I'm going to go around right here. It's slowly forming, and when the Mod Podge dries, see? It'll just blend right in. I'll have to repaint some areas, but not too much. Plus it creates more highlights. And you have to put just more Mod Podge, that's fine. So just go over all the spots. Okay, this is the touch-up part. So you go over all the spots with the bath tissue, whatever you call it, shit paper. And you just blend it in. The Mod Podge and the paint's going to soak right in, see? And it'll add some ridges, and it'll just add some more depth, and then you're probably gonna have to put some more Mod Podge on. to just kind of seal it in there. But that's okay. And then I'll add some more highlights, and it'll just make it pop a little bit better. But we have to do that with the mouth for sure, because those teeth are going to stick out, and we got to cover them up a little bit. We got to put more flesh on there, essentially. So we got to actually kind of put some flesh that's kind of covering the teeth up, because it can't just be sticking out all goofy like that. But it makes some different designs as you do this. It gives you some more, I don't know what you call it, some more, I don't know, like flesh to work with, because you put that on there, and now you got new ridges, you got new, you got more depth, because you got more dimension to it. So, yeah, I'm itching my face. See? And then you'll go in, like I said, and do Mod Podge. So I'm just going to go over all that. I'm literally just taking the paint, mixing the two colors plus some Mod Podge. Don't mix it perfectly together, because it's going to add on uneven, and you want it to be uneven, especially on something like this. You'll have a variety of nasty colors if you don't mix it perfectly, which will look more natural. So I'm just going to get all that on there, and then I'll see you guys here in a minute. Thanks for your patience. Am I cussing? So I'd give you guys an update. See how it's coming together? I was just going to finish it up with the toilet paper, but I thought I'd give you a look at it. So see, it's starting to get in there. Let's repaint some of it, and should have a lot more depth, and we gotta get those eyes out of there. So, woo! Okay. Yep, I just farted. Anyways, so that it's coming together. Only thing is, I'm gonna add some purples and blues, because I've disguised these teeth. They're not right there. They're right here. I gotta put the highlights together. So I gotta get some blues in there or something, so it doesn't look like that's the mouth. But it's getting closer. You know, and everything took, which is nice. Everything worked. So see, all that paper, toilet paper. Okay. I'm going to grab some blue. Actually, I'll do it right now. Maybe. I gotta find it first. All right, Aqua Turquoise from Craft Smart. Let's try some of that. Just a light little bit of it. See what happens. I just gotta blend this somehow. Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, just some airbrushing on there. Not too much. I promise I'm not shitting my pants. Goodness. Farting up a storm. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to dry brush that on, and I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? You want me to keep it on for a minute? I feel like I'm talking to myself, because I am. But maybe I'll keep it on a little bit. It'll definitely give it a little bit more of a dead look. Which, for a zombie, is perfect, right? There we go. Now it's coming together. Okay. I'll be in touch. So it's turning out better. Turned out pretty nasty. I decided to do a little gray. Just kind of blend everything together. Just a little tiny bit. Dry brushed on. All the toilet paper came together, still drying, so it'll be more like the mask in the morning. Still a little wet, mushy, but definitely coming together. And just make sure this last part that you dry brush it, but he definitely looks rotten now. Doesn't he? Oh, the gray I use, let's see. Where is it? Apple Barrel Country Gray. Just so you know, this last highlight. Yeah, you gotta put it in the light just right, because it kind of still looks like that little pieces of mouth. Oh my gosh, dude. I need some Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol, sponsor this video. Have you ever been doing crafts and almost shit your pants? That's why I carry Pepto. See? It came together. All nasty. Well, should we call it a day? It looks pretty gross. Right? Pretty nasty. Not bad for 20 bucks. Actually less than 20 bucks. Plus you got to keep all the supplies. It's definitely sorry. Doing my thumbnail. Alright, well I think I'm about done. I might change it like I said. Turn it into a scary clown. But I think it worked. That's about what it looks like with the lighting right there. When you're just here looking at it. So nasty ass zombie. Loctite foam. Right there.